分享这个杨安泽文章的第8章，Andrew Yang。跟大家接着分享这个杨安泽的这个书啊，就是 Andrew Yang 的《The War on Normal People》，就是对普通人的一场战争。第7章 On Humanity and Work。I've been in one significant car accident， 就是我曾经出过一次大的车祸。I was 20 years old, driving a night from Privilege to visit my brother in Boston。当时呢，我20岁，我当时在晚上开车从这个 Providence 呢开车去这个波士顿去看我的弟弟。I was behind the wheel of my family's old Honda Accord。就是呢，我当时因为开的是我们就家里面那种老式的这个 Honda 的这个车。It was a raining day， 那天晚上下着大雨。Approached Boston full speed highway traffic and with a traffic light, and I noticed only when a stopped car in front of me was way too close。就是我快开到波士顿时候呢，就是突然这个就是高速这个公路的这个尽头出现了一个红灯。当时我发现的时候呢，发现前面有辆停了一个车在等红灯。当我发现的时候已经是太晚了。I jammed the brakes and my tires screeched and still hit the car in front of my heart。虽然我拼命全力踩刹车，但是我还是重重的撞了前面的车。Impact crammed the rear third of the car in front of me and crashed in the front of my old Corolla would follow like a corridor。就是呢，这个撞击啊，就让我一下就觉得，就是一下就被这个受伤。I jerked forward into my seatbelt, stumped。我现在就被困在我的那个保险带里面啊。After a few seconds, I got out and went to the car in front of me。就是停了几秒钟之后呢，我就试图下了车，然后呢就走到这个前面一个车前面。Is there anyone okay? The sort of the ruining car in front of me made me cringe。我说这个你人还好吧？就是前面一个车呢，就是他跟我打招呼。No one was hurt. There was 3 people in the car, not much older than me。那我前面车呢，3个人都没受伤。而且那3个人呢，看起来都是年轻人。They were shake me but fine。他们虽然受到了惊吓，但是总的来说还没物理上没受伤，心里就不知道。They weren't angry at all。他们一点都不感到愤怒。I apologized several times。我不住的道歉。I feel like a great jerk。就是我就觉得好像就是一个像书呆子一样。We all wait for a police car and tow trucks as car went past in the rain。我们这儿就是都在那静静的在那等警察过来处理。We made more small talks about how we weren't sure if our cars were salvageable。但是我们就是小声交谈啊，说车是不是还能用啊。It took about 30 minutes, but it felt like hours。就虽然等了半小时，但是我觉得就是度日如年。I rode in the passenger seat of the tow truck to the garage and waited there for my brother to come and get me。于是呢，我就坐上那个就是拖车，就拖我们那些车，就拖我们那个被撞的车，到了那个停车场，然后在那儿呢等我弟来接我。The garage was so close after the truck driver left, I waited outside in the rain on the curb with my head in my hands。就是说。于是呢，我就在这个停车场外面等我的弟弟。I remember that night in part because I had broken up with my college girlfriend, or she has broken up with me earlier that day。为什么我对那天记得非常清楚呢？因为前天晚上我女友刚跟我分手。This was back when people date in college。这都是当年就是在这个学校里面的 男女约会的事。I was upset about it and was heading to Boston to hold up with my brother。就是我当时呢就很难过，所以呢我就想去找我的弟弟。It's safe to say that my emotional state contributed to my inattractiveness and may even has been a key factor in my rear ending that car。就是因为我驾车属于充满这种情绪啊，所以导致了这场这个车祸。Our humanity it was make us unique，就是我们的这个人性啊，就是让我们每个人都不一样。People are most important aspect of all our lives，人是最值钱的东西。That said, our humanity qualities may not always make us ideal driver, consoler, server, salesperson, help desk workers, and so on。就是因为这个，我们每个人的特质啊，可能呢，我们不会成为一个很完美的一个司机啊，一个服务员啊，一个售货员啊，一个就是服务站的工人。Drivers lose concentrations，司机也会走神。Consolers breaks confidence，就是那个安慰别人的人呢，他有时候也会没有信心。Servers has bad days and are rude，就那服务员有时候他心情不好啊，那态度也不好。Salesperson has based and act inappropriately，那个售货员有时候也会有歧视，所以他有时候会表现出来。Help desk workers get bored，就是那个就是坐在后台那些人有时候会觉得很无聊。There's a big distinction between humans and humans and humans and workers。这每一个人吧，他这个其实都不一样，每个人都不一样。Euro Harody in Holos makes the point that our crack driver can look in the sky, contemplate the meaning of life, tear up at the sound of an apple, and generally do a million things that the robot driver cannot。就是一个卡车司机啊，他可能会这个朝着天上看呢，或者说这个是看一个戏剧的时候会受到感动，而且呢，这每一笔还同时呢可以做100万个事儿。但是机器人的那个司机他不会，机器人司机没有什么感情。But most of the things don't matter to us when we got in the back of the cab。但是我们每一个人上车的时候，其实都不是那种没有感情的。Oftentimes we prefer to be left alone rather than make conversation。就是其实我们开车的时候呢，更多的时候都希望没人理我们，这样能够集中注意力。I know I've occasionally guilty of this。我知道我有时候也是很难控制自己的情绪。
Rain, rain.
One of the common themes of the new economy is that women are better equipped to excel in growth area and opportunities in service economy, including nurturing and teaching other people, which are among the toughest activity to automate. 就是说，在这个新经济中啊，女性她更容易得到工作，因为女性啊，她在比如像这种服务行业、教师行业，比男性更有这个优势。大家觉得好像机器人做不了这个。Conversionally, men dominate jobs like manufacturing, warehouse, serving, and truck driving are among the least. 当然，这个男性擅长的，比如像这个制造业啊，这个仓库那些，就是搬运以及这个卡车司机，好像是最容易被机器人取代。I've heard women said, "Why don't men just adapt and take one more feminine roles?" 就是我不止听到一个女人说，那男的为什么不能做一些这个女性化的工作呢？The lost either said that's done, but I'm not convinced ask people to get against type because the market demands is the right response. 就是我也不知道怎么回答这个问题，但是我知道这个市场的需求总是对的。The market doesn't care what best for us. Trying to reshape humanity to meet its bound may be not the answer. 就是这个市场它才不管你这个人性的成分在里面。On the other front, there are significant innovations, including more women in high-paid fields like technology and finance that remain predominant males. 而且呢，在另一方面来说，女性在一些这个就工资很高的工作，比如像这个科技和这个金融方面啊，也是慢慢的在赶上。I studied a few companies and enjoy nothing more than building great teams of people who are happy and engaged with other works. 就是我辅助了好多这种初创的公司啊，他们这个公司的人呢，都是就属于比较团结，喜欢在一起。They said, I think that many people both overestimate the quality that human brings to work and underestimate the drawbacks of hiring humans。就是很多人后来都说啊，他对这个人性啊，这个一些缺点呢，考虑太少了。Has a principal list of things that can make people imperfect workers and management and all-consuming roles， 这些都是人的一些弱点带来的一些问题。People generally require a degree of training， 就好像每个人都需要一个学位。We typically want more overtime， 好像我们更喜欢加班。We need to rest， 我们需要休息。We require healthcare that you sometimes may pay for, and I can very special about it。我有时候需要这个医保去治疗，然后呢，这时候你还得给我付钱。I get sick， 我生病了。I want to feel good about what I'm doing， 就是我必须觉得我这个做的比较好。I have bad days， 我这几天心情不好。I can't do the same task precisely the same way millions of times， 我不能数以百万计的重复同一个动作而不出错。I have families who want to be spent time with， 我还有家庭要顾。We are sometimes bad at our jobs and need to fire。我们有时候工作做的不好，而且呢会被解雇。In which case we generally want service pay and we will make you feel bad。就是我们需要这个被开除的补偿。We get bond。我觉得这工作太无聊。We have legal protections. We occasionally sue our employees。就是我们也是受到这个雇员是受到这个法律保护的，有时候呢我们会起诉雇主。We can become demoralized and unproductive。我们有时候这个道德上有瑕疵，而且呢变得就是不想干活。We take 5 to 20 years of real to become productive, and then we are unproductive and infirm for 4 to 15 years at the back end of our life。就是我们工作的前15到20年都是信心满满，但是后的10到15年都是混日子。Often want you to pay us account for both time at the end and the cost of raising our children。但呢，我希望你给我的发的工资，并不是因为我后10年不好好干，因为我这还钱还得要养我的孩子。If something bad happens to one of us, they ask to notice。就是我们就如果要受到伤害的话呢，需要有人知道。We occasionally hire each other or sleep with each other。我们有时候呢会性骚扰，甚至呢会发生不当的性关系。We sleep， 人都需要睡觉。We sometimes are dishonest and even steal。我们有时候呢也不诚实，甚至偷东西。 We occasionally quit and look for other jobs. 我们有时候就辞职了，找另一个工作。With these things, we share informations. 我们看的东西呢，我们喜欢分享信息。Some of us using drugs. 有些人吸毒。We get injured and disabled. 有人会受伤或者残疾。We're unreliable. We sometimes change our mind. 我们是不可靠的，因为人有时候会改变他的主意。We sometimes take breaks when we should be working. 有时候我们在工作中会偷懒。We sometimes organize and negotiate for various benefits beyond what we get on our own. 我们有时候呢也会为自己的福利呢来举行各种谈判。We sometimes have bad judgment and can act in ways that will tarnish our brand. 有时候呢，我们那个判断失误对自己的品牌有伤害。We have social media account， 我们都有社交账号，就是包括什么 Facebook、Twitter。We accept time off for holiday， 我们希望有休假。We sometimes get divorced and even have a relationship with which we can make us sad and unproductive。有时候我们人会离婚，而且呢会有这个婚外情影响工作。We sometimes talk to reporters， 我们有时候会找这个管理员报告。We cannot sell us to other firms， 就是我们不可能把自己卖给另一个公司。We don't come with warranties， 我们来的时候就没有什么质保。Our software often does not upgrade easily。我们的软件呢，就是每个人的软件好像也不是太容易更新。At the beginning of the books, I quote Terry Guo, the founder of the Taiwanese manufacturing company Foxconn, comparing humans to animals。就是这本书一开始呢，我就引了这个郭台铭的一句话，他把这个人跟动物做比较。He brought 300,000 robots into his factory to supplement his millions of workers making Apple products, in part because 14 Foxconn workers have committed suicide in the previous 2 years。就是他引进了30万个这个机器人来取代数百万个这个人工的工作，因为在过去的这个两年中啊，有14个富士康的员工自杀。In contrast, robot does not experience emotion and do not get depressed。机器人是不会有感情的。The automation wave is coming in part because if your sole goal is to get work done, people are much trickier to deal with than machines。就是这个自动化呢，引进的部分原因呢，就是说，就是这个 acknowledging this is not a bad thing. It is necessary step forward of finding solutions. It may push us to think more deeply about what makes humanity valuable。就是说，这个人性在工作中到底有什么意义呢？It worth considering whether humans are not actually best suited for many forms of works。就是这很值得考虑一件事啊，就是人到底是适合什么类型的工作呢？Consider of the reverse. Are most forms of work ideal for humans？ 但我们可以反应过来想，什么样的工作最适合人干的？That is, if we're not good at work, it works good for us。如果工作对人没什么好处的话，人又为什么要工作呢？Valentine wrote that work keeps at bay 3 great evils: boredom, vice, and need。就是一个作家写到，工作使人有3个会出现3个恶魔，就是无趣、弊端和需要。The total absence of work is demonstrably a bad thing for most people。但是呢，如果没有工作，对大众来说不是好事。Long-term unemployment is presently one of the most destructive things that can happen to a person. Happiness never attacks and never recover。如果长期失业对人的伤害是永久性的，而且是没法恢复的。One 2010 study by a group of German researchers suggests that it is worse over time for life satisfaction than the death of a sponsor or permanent injuries。就根据一些问卷调查，德国的一些问卷显示啊，就是如果你失去的配偶或者这个永久的受伤，甚至比这个事情还要大。It's a loss of status, a general maladies and demoralization, which appears somatically or psychically with prolonged unemployment, said Robert Kenner, a public health professor at UC Berkeley. UC Berkeley 一个教授说，他这个长期的失业会导致一种这种就是一种精神的和生理的创伤。